Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to El.P Reviews, where we take a look at used cars in a new light. If it's your first time, karibu. Today, we look at the quite stunning CX-5, which is Mazda's take on a compact SUV. And before you click out of this video, because of the bad rep it has gotten as a used car, listen to my take and let me shed some new light on this machine. And if you're looking to buy a fairly new or used car from a reputable dealer, well, let me introduce you to Mwalimu cars, who will give you the best deals on wheels from a wide selection of cars, including this one, to suit your taste, style, and budget anywhere in Kenya. For a relaxed, no pressure, happy shopping, Mwalimu cars got you. First things you see on this car are the looks, with the expressive design and the rising window line. Secondly, it handles beautifully, much to say if you've come out of a sports sedan or a hot hatch and you're moving up to a compact crossover, this will have you feel right at home. It was the company's first new design executed under the Kodo Soul of Motion design philosophy. And it's safe to say it's progressing really well with the current successors. Long gone are the days of the smiling-faced Mazdas. The CX-5 has a strong and aggressive front end, with the long hood and windshield pillars set further back than other crossovers, giving it more of a sports car profile. Mazda color palette remains simple and basic. 2 reds, 2 blues, 2 whites, silver, grey and black. For grades you got Sport, Touring and the Grand Touring, which the one we have here is the top spec Grand Touring. The CX-5 competes with cars like the Ford Escape, Honda CR-V, Kia Sportage, Toyota RAV4 and the Hyundai iX35. Starting from the back, you have this really nice, thick, sporty looking silhouette of car. You have 2 real pipes, which I like, and this kind of like rear splitter at the back. You have your bumper that's not color matched to give the contrast and to give that splitter some depth. Then you get your big Mazda emblem, your CX-5 designation of the car, and the type of engine that you have, the Skyactiv technology that just Mazda uses in their cars. You get your rear spoiler here and your shark fin antenna. Quite a nice touch. It's generally a pretty looking car from the back. Getting into the boot is just a press of a button, it pops and you flick it up. One nice touch about this car is that the parcel shelf gets out of your way as you lift the tailgate. So you don't have to fiddle with it, trying to remove it and putting it somewhere or storing it somewhere. It's already done for you. And you get this netted area to help you see your naughty children as they're fighting or as they're arguing underneath. The boot space is quite sizable for a mid-size SUV. Underneath, you get more storage and net. If you want to tie up anything here, because you have 4 hook points at the front and at the back here. Continuing with spaces, you have a lot of space on the sides to put things that are leaking because it's not carpeted, but I really like this. Actually, if you want to remove your parcel shelf, there's space underneath for you to store it. It's not complicated physics, figuring out how to remove and store your parcel shelf. That's if you don't want it. For convenience, the rear seats are split in a 40-40-20 manner, that you can lower the rear seats from the back. You have to go around and press buttons and fiddle, then come back. Too much work. This car makes it easy for you. You just flick the wrist, it pops, then you push it forward and it falls down. The center seat becomes a place where you can slide longer things all the way to the front. As I said again, dropping your seats, just a snap and it goes down, another snap and it goes down. Yeah, that's amazing. For mid-size SUV, this is quite a big car and you're getting a lot for your money. Let's get into the back seats and see what we have there. So how do I feel in here? It's quite roomy. I have enough space with the front seat set at my position. The backrests, they're not straight, they're in a comfortable position. You'll be comfortable here. I like that I can see this red stitching on the front seat. Just makes it feel that more premium, makes you feel like you're in a more upscale car. So you get an armrest at the center with 2 cup holders. You have door pockets that are medium size and you have a back seat pocket to put documents and stuff. I like that the center bit actually folds down by itself, so that you can put longer items through or separate two people like your daughter and the boyfriend. The center seat is comfortable, it's padded nicely, but it's narrow. So having 3 adults at the back, you won't necessarily fit here at the back. Your shoulders will definitely rub unless you move forward or you have children, younger children here at the back. So for younger families, this is a perfect car if you want an SUV. Mazda really tries to make their cars feel more upscale than all the other Japanese cars that we're used to. That's the back. Let's see what the front has for us. Getting to the front is easy again, being that the car is an SUV, so it's up. The front seats have more padding. It gives me the feel of a Golf GTI. You get these nice side seat bolsters and the side pier. It holds you not so tight, but enough wiggle room to hold you. As I said, Mazdas make sportier cars. This car being the top trim, you get more leather at the front, electrically operated seats, and the seats can go really up. Yeah, like that's the highest setting. I have a really good view of the bonnet at the front. It goes pretty high and I still have enough headspace for my height. So for shorter drivers, you have a lot of flexibility on how to set your seat here. And a great feature is that you have memory seats for 2 people, so you don't have to set the seat every single time you get it. Just press a button and it does all the work for you. Being that you had already stored your setting before. Being here, you get a really nice, small, sporty steering. It just makes you want to drive the car spiritedly. You have shift paddles on the right and the left for your up and down. You have buttons to control your cruise control and your music controls on your left. Here on the side, you have more features. You have your lane keep assist to keep you in lane when you're drifting off the lane. You have your eye stop. The car will shut off, then kick back on the moment you press the fuel. Again, your pressure sensor here for your tires, you can set that to a certain amount. When it drops, it will alert you. So you get a lot of tech when you buy this car. Your gauges look really premium with the nice chrome plated rims around them, and you have a small screen on the right of your gauge cluster to give you more car information as you drive. You have dual climate control where your passenger can set their own and you can set your own climate inside the car. And generally, it's a nice front cabin to sit in. It feels galaxies away from the Toyotas or Mitsubishis or cars that you're used to having from Japan. And sitting in this car, you get a real nice sense of you spent your money well. You have technology and creature comforts to rival the German cars. That's the front seat. Let's open the hood and see what's under there. The CX-5 in Kenya comes in 2 engines. The Skyactiv D 2.2 liter diesel engine that I'll talk about the issues later, or the Skyactiv G 2 liter engine, matched to a Skyactiv Drive 6-speed automatic or manual transmission. The petrol version has 163 brake horsepower, while the diesel can be had with 148 brake horsepower or 173 brake horsepower. If you want a 4-wheel drive of the CX-5 or an automatic gearbox, you'll have to buy the diesel CX-5 because the 2-liter petrol comes in 2-wheel drive and manual transmission form only. That's why you see there's so much diesel CX-5s in the market right now. The high-powered diesel is available only with 4-wheel drive, but the 2.2D can be front-wheel and 4-wheel drive. The 2013 CX-5 has 6 airbags, 2 for the front passengers, 2 side airbags, and 2 window curtain airbags. The Insurance Institute of Highway Safety give the CX-5 its highest rating of good. The same body also designated the CX-5 a top safety pick. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration gave the CX-5 4 out of 5 star overall rating. So it's a safe car. But this doesn't mean you go driving crazy. Not all crashes are the same. Your safety is in your hands. The common issues to look out for are mainly the overheating and the faulty radiator caps. For the faulty radiator caps, it is an easy fix by just replacing the cap. But most times, you won't suspect it is the issue because they bleed all the coolant into the overflow bottle, overflowing it, then it doesn't suck back the coolant into the radiator when it cools down. The second that's most common is the overheating, and you resolve this by installing a more robust aftermarket head gasket, which is available locally. If you want to read more on these issues, I have put a link down in the description to help you. Other than the farm ride and lack of preventative maintenance that you should check up on every second-hand or used car, The high-riding off-roader is brilliant fun to drive and was marked the sportiest compact crossover on the market for that year. Overall, the CX-5 feels solid and reassuring. Powered by a range of Skyactiv petrol and diesel engines, the CX-5 is a surprisingly efficient choice. Plus, there is an option for four-wheel drive for those that like a more polite adventure. You can say it's a soft off-roader. Stunning looks, solid powertrain, good fuel economy, and a sporty handling, which makes it great to drive. The practical CX-5 is a great family car for any small or young family. Huge shout out to Mwalimu Cars for providing this clean vehicle for our future. If you're interested in this car, it's for sale at Mwalimu Cars. All links and contacts are in the description below. See you guys on the next one.